50 acres, Bellevue. Perhaps the most important part of the ground, the admissions. How can somebody admit someone who they think is mentally ill or admit themselves?
If you're having an episode and it is between the hours of 8:30 and 10 p.m.,
right,
7 days per week,
that's emergency hours.
That's our emergency hours.
Okay.
You can just turn up at the Bellevue Hospital and you will be evaluated. And if you are a candidate for admission, you will be admitted once we have bed space here. So that's the entire process. That's how it works.
And here, the admissions, who is inside this building?
We have medical officers, we have psychologists, psychiatrists, we do have psychiatric nursing aid, and we have PCA,
Okay.
PCAs. And of course, we have our registered nurses.
Okay.
Yes.
And some of them are inside right now. I'm going to ask you to introduce me to some of them.
Sure. Right, and admission is based on the availability of beds, right?
Right, availability of bed as well. There's a criteria.
Right.
So essentially, any patients who we deem to be at increased risk to themselves, others, or from others, or just a patient, quite frankly, who's just very psychotic to the point where maybe they're not able to, do appropriate treatment as an outpatient, or for example, if their clinic date would be maybe a very far away, then we usually maybe admit them because we know the risk of them deteriorating before that clinic appointment might be high. So we might opt to admit that patient depending on the circumstances.
I know there are circumstances, Dr. Lynch, where, when you just you cannot admit a patient because you don't have any bed. How does that make you feel though?
Honestly, I do feel a way about it because some patients are in dire need, and a lot of people believe that Bellevue has like a magic cure, which we don't necessarily have a magic cure, but we do offer them time, and that helps out in a lot of their situations. So it's a little bit disheartening to turn them back or to send them to other hospitals, but sometimes they don't get that treatment that Bellevue normally offers.
So you're on our acute block for acutely ill patients. When they leave emergency, this is where they come. You are at the female. So we have one female acute and we have three. Three male acute, and you're on the female side. And this ward houses about maximum 20.
20.
Right.
You do have any idea how many you have now?
We're full to capacity now. So we are at about the 20 that we can house.
Chemistry has been a challenge in Jamaica. A lot of students are complaining that they don't have good teachers teaching it. I'm a chemist by training.
Awesome.
I got my first bipolar episode ever 2024, which was the first year of my PhD. And so when I came out, I wasn't fully recovered.
Right.
So I left the program and was aiming to go back in 2027. So not this year, but next year, summer. But then when I started researching, I realized that there's a lot of problems in my country and I'm not going to leave them unfixed.
Absolutely. Yeah, you want to contribute. Yes.
So I want to contribute to my country. I want to contribute to here because I feel more at home at Bellevue than I did at Jacobi in the US. I stayed at Jacobi in Bronx, New York. They have a lot of resources, but they never understood my problems. My problems was deeper than just being bipolar.
What you're seeing now is the outside of our only female acute ward. And what you're seeing also, there is a video that is being circulated on social media, and the individual is claiming, while I cannot, due to patient's confidentiality, I cannot confirm whether the individual is a patient or not. What I can say is that this is the exterior of the only acute female ward that is at Bellevue Hospital. And this individual claimed that persons are climbing up and looking through the windows when I suspect they're referring to staff members when they're taking their shower. You can actually see where the window is, and also you can see that this specific ward is adjacent to one of our main thoroughfares, because this is where all the traffic comes in. So it would have been it would have been visible if persons were on the outside. Also worth noticing is there's a security post. That's
always right.
That is always there. So I'm not sure what was our experience. I cannot speak to what existed here prior to coming here 4 years ago. But this certainly has not happened under my watch, and I'm certain with the kind of standard that we maintain at the Bellevue Hospital, that would not have happened. This block houses the Leon Bailey Wellness Center, which is a multi-purpose room.
Okay, and that was recently donated by Leon Bailey himself.
Leon Bailey, Bounty Killer, Suzette Thompson, and some other donors.
I'd love to take a look at it. So you can
absolutely ready to take you in. Come in for the experience.
All right, no problem.
The walk is open. Please enter.
All right, there you go. All right, so this is what we call our family room, because here at Bellevue Hospital, we are a family. So our doctors come here for meetings and consultation. Our social workers come here and they meet as well and meet with our clients that are at the hospital. But most importantly, this room is dedicated to our patients. So we have moved from the old days where you come here and you're meeting your loved ones on the corridors. We believe that even though you're living with a mental health condition, you should be treated with dignity and respect.
So you have a space that you can
relax. A space that is dedicated. So our clients, our residents, our patients, they come here, they have movie nights, they watch their movies, and this is just a space for them if they're celebrating their birthday.
Big flat screen. How many inches?
Audio visual, I'm not sure how many inches, but it is big,
it's
big. We go big at Bellevue, so it is big, big, big. So we understand the stigma that is attached to mental illness, and we have a lot of social cases here. You know, persons who have been here for 30, 40 years and they have not gotten any visitors. So we saw the need to implement, to use technology to meet those who are not coming into the institution to visit. So for many persons who have brought their loved ones here years ago, their last memory of them is them being manic or them being aggressive. So when you think about visiting or having them joining back the family, you know, I don't want to see them. So for those who are interested in seeing their family members and seeing how they have progressed, then this is an opportunity. You can talk to your social worker. They'll come in here and you get an opportunity to interact on video. So wherever in the world you are.
That's actually so nice.
Absolutely. So you can see how well they are doing, and you can reconsider having them rejoin the family.
So that's something that's currently in the process now. Like
absolutely.
So how do they respond to that? Do they enjoy that?
Absolutely. There are many of them that have not seen their family members for 30 and 40 years. And it is really a joy to connect. So it's something that our patients, they look forward to.
I can imagine.
I wanted to show you this as well, which is interesting. Artwork done by our patients.
Oh,
yes.
Really?
So
Nelson Mandela.
Right, Nelson Mandela.
So patients that are still here, or
this one was done by an outpatient.
Okay.
The gentleman that did this one, Carlton, he died. But all the artworks.
But that's nice though.
All the artwork that we have at Bellevue Hospital, they were really done. So even at the admin block and on our wards, they were done by patients.
That counteracts the stigma that mental health patients are mad. They're not mad. They're some of them are very talented.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Living with a mental health condition is like living with any other illness, and it is controlled with treatment. Persons are of the view and perception that once you're living with a mental health condition, you know, you're unintelligent. We have some of the most intelligent patients and residents here at the Bellevue Hospital. Lots more to see, right?
Of course. All right, Ms. Buchanan, we are at Little G. But before we head into there, something has caught my attention. You guys are doing some repiping.
So we're doing a repiping exercise. Our water bill is $10 million per month. because
Wow.
of the old archaic system that we have here. This
Right.
hospital is 165 years old, and it's the old system. So we had a lot of leakage, among other things.
$10
So we're doing
million.
$10 million every month.
Just to clarify, Bellevue is government funded, right?
It is government
Yes.
funding. We get financing directly from the Ministry
But
of
you
Finance.
still have to find the money to...
Yeah, we get from that
Yeah.
allocation.
Okay, yeah.
So if we can cut down on our
Yeah.
water bill,
Yeah.
then we'll be able to direct the funds
I won't
elsewhere.
even bother asking what's the light bill, but...
No, but that's crazy.
that's
So we're fixing that. That's
All
the
right.
most important. Thanks to the
Perfect.
Ministry of Finance.
Perfect. All right, so let's
Yeah.
take a walk into Little G.
On our way to Little G, there's the occupational therapy department. So that's where all the activities takes place. They come, they do painting, they dance, they sing, they sew, they bake,
That's nice.
and they learn art.
So that
yeah?
there's an opportunity for them to interact with each other. and to just
Absolutely,
be
absolutely.
normal.
We don't want them to lose their social skills,
Right,
even though
right.
they are they are institutionalized.
Right.
And you know, the way to go is to have them back into communities.
Mm-hmm.
Community is the way that they ought to be. They ought to be in that direction, but hopefully they'll be rehomed, and some of them will join their families, and their illness will be managed by community mental health.
All right, so
Yeah.
we're heading towards Little G, as
Yeah.
you said, but this is a
This
ward.
is a chronic ward.
A chronic
So
ward.
this ward would house persons who have been abandoned by their family members.
And you've been
for
telling
years.
me some years, 20
Yeah, man,
years,
some
30
20,
years.
30, 40 years. We have persons that are here for possibly 60 years.
Really?
Yes.
So what would cause...
And some of them, they've never...
So they don't have visitors?
No, hardly, rarely. Some, there, one woman, she was dropped off here probably about 30 years ago by her children. They have not been back here to see her.
What's your opinion on that? Do you understand where the families are coming from? That they may be scared?
I
or they don't know what to
understand
do?
caregiver burnout, but the reality is that these individuals, they are not given an opportunity.
Yeah.
You take them to the facility, one thing you have to understand, they're here for treatment, and once they're treated, they're stable. There are many persons that are outside the walls of Bellevue that are living with mental health condition, that are in our schools, in our homes, in our churches, and they're functioning because they're on their medication. It's no different with the ones that are here. But because of the ignorance,
And
they
the
do
stigma.
not understand
Yeah.
mental illness and the stigma which is attached to it. And that is why, as Jamaica, we have to really make some serious effort to end the stigma, even by simple changing the language, not to use the M word, but instead, persons are living with a mental health condition, because that, in fact, adds to the stigma. Hello? Hello? What? Wanna let me in? Oh, no, no. Yeah. Michelle, what? You don't sleep? Hi, Maxine. Is which one of them in here singing? Look here, Chum, if you carry party, come get. Oh, you not carry party, come, Tajari. Lord, Millennium Minerva.
I love you.
Yes, I love you too. I love you. Nani. Hi, nice to see you. Wagwan. Wagwan, good girl. Wagwan, good girl, Millennium. What?
Love you. I love you.
Love you too. Look here, you need to go look boy, yeah? My heart will stay. I know the devil doesn't like it, but it's down in my heart. Down in my heart. Down in my heart. I know the devil doesn't like it, but it's down in my heart. Down in my heart to stay. Yeah.
Before we leave this ward,
Good
what would you
job.
like to say to those families who
Yeah,
have
you
abandoned
see?
patients here at Bellevue?
You know, they are, I mean, this is dear to my heart because I'm a part of this community in reality, not by a virtue of being CEO here, but it is in my family. I have lived experience. Listen, living with a mental health condition is like having diabetes, heart disease, or hypertension. It is controlled with medication. They need you. They need your love. They need your support. They need your guidance. The reality is social support forms a very big part of their care. While the pharmaceutical items, they do help. You know, being at Bellevue, it helps to an extent. But they need loving arms, they need kisses, they need a walk down memory lane, you know. Those things are important, and the social support is very, very important. And where the world has gone, or where the world is going, is that care has shifted to community. You know, it's inhumane to have them locked away like this. Come be a part of their life. If you haven't seen them for a while, reach out to the social workers and schedule some time to see them on video conferencing in the family room and interact with them. You'll be surprised to see how well they are doing. Your last memory of them might have been in a manic state. They might have been aggressive. That is not the case anymore. They're here, they're yearning for your touch, they're yearning for your feel. Come and be a part of their lives.
All right, so we're here at the U Park. We recently concluded a tour that you so kindly gave us of the institution. But tell me a bit more about this park. It's very nice.
Thank you so much. So it is named in honor of a former senior medical officer we had at the Bellevue Hospital. He served us for over 30 years. Dr. Maya.
Yeah.
Right. And so this space was created. When I came to the institution, I was driving past and I said, that's a beautiful space. I said, what can we do with this space? And so, you know.
So you engineered the
Oh, absolutely, yes,
okay,
yes,
that's
absolutely.
Nice.
So, you know, I know it's important. I know this forms an integral part as it relates to therapy, right?
Definitely.
And so we needed a space for our clients to just stretch them legs and enjoy themselves. So we've created a library so they can come read. They get to do activities, whether dancing. We have surrounding system. We have public Wi-Fi, so much so university students come here and study on a weekend.
Nice, okay.
And so we have a koi pond. We boast a beautiful and charming tree house, and that tree house overlooks the koi pond.
Which is right behind us here.
Absolutely. Yeah. And we have a peacock and a peahen here as well. And of course, on given days, you'll see the ducks swimming so beautifully in the pond. So yes, so our patients, they do have scheduled visits. They'll come here with their caregivers and they'll just sit, have a ball party. Sometimes I come down, sometimes you see them doing sip and painting and other activities. And it also serves as a therapeutic break for our staff as well. We have over 600 staff members here.
Okay, so the staff get to enjoy.
Oh, absolutely. They come, they eat, and they unwind. And it's just perfect. You hear the birds chirping in the trees, and of course, lignum vitae all over. I think we have over 200 on this compound. So
before you started the construction, what did it look like?
It was just a space. It was fenced, and it was just here. It was just a space that was fenced. Right? And it had a few ducks here, and it was really bushy. Shrubs were everywhere, and I saw the ducks and I said, oh my God, this could be a beautiful space.
You had a different vision.
Right.
And I guess that's a perfect segue into what I want to conclude our interaction here with the stigma that Bellevue has, right? We've been here for the past hour getting a tour. We see how the patients interact with the doctors and just how you interact with the patients as well. What do you want Jamaicans outside of Bellevue who haven't been here before to understand about this institution?
Yes, it is a treatment facility like any other hospital in Jamaica. You come here when you're ill, and I won't even use mentally ill. I'll just say ill because I'm removing the stigma. You go to Chest Hospital when you're ill, you go to University of the West Indies when you're ill, you go to KPH when you're ill. It's the same thing. When you're ill, when you're living with a mental health condition, we are the specialists. And so when you come here, we take care of you and prepare you to be reintegrated in society, and at which part we hand you over to community mental health, which that's my hope that our 400 social cases that are here, will live some here for 30, 40 years, will eventually transition out of the facility, and the community mental health will manage their care.
That 400 patients, but you
Yes.
said that's coming from 3,000.
Yeah,
in the
back,
1970s.
yes, it would have been 3,000. Those
Yeah.
numbers are reduced mostly through death.
Through death.
Right. And so pretty much we want them to understand living with a mental health condition is like living with a diabetes, hypertension. You are stabilized and you are functional with treatment. And might I add, Brian, that there are far more persons outside of the walls of Bellevue living with mental health condition than those who we have inside here. It's just 500 inside here. But the majority are out there. So if you want to stigmatize somewhere, don't stigmatize Bellevue, stigmatize the wider society. So there are weaknesses in the system, and there's no doubt, and a lot has been done there, but there's a need for a lot more to be done. About 6 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, I had a meeting with the ministry. The ministry called myself, the SM1 members of the board, to have discussion as to the way forward. And coming out of that discussion is the strengthening of community mental health. And in reality, that is where the world has gone, and that's where we hope to go. We are hoping that the care will be shifted from hospital, not entirely, because there's still the need for the hospital where, where acutely ill patients will come. But we are hoping, there's a hope that with the strengthening of community mental health, you'll get more support at the community level. So that was where the discussion was when we had a discussion with the minister. But we understand the challenges out there, and I'm sure there's work being done to address these challenges. But always remember that you can also call on your police officers for assistance as well, your community police. And that is just, I think, while I cannot quote exactly where in the Mental Health Act, but it speaks, I think it's section 12, don't remember the subsection,
Don't quote
but
her.
it speaks to,
Yeah.
it's section 12,
Section
but it
12
speaks
for sure,
to,
okay.
it speaks to the police providing support.
Okay, and I think that's a great way to end it. You also, your time I did that interview with us recently, you told the number that that the people can reach out to. So there's avenues in which people can
Absolutely.
And we spoke about they can just pull up between 8:30 p.m. and 10 p.m.
8:30 a.m. to 10 p.m. Those are emergency hours. But if you have an emergency that fall out of those hours, bear in mind that you can still go to the general hospital.
Yeah.
All general hospitals are equipped with psychiatric wards and professionals to meet your needs. The most popular is Ward 21.
Yeah.
However, but if you go to Spanish Town, you can be treated and to the other Princess Margaret, Cornwall, or the other hospitals. So if you have an emergency that fall out of the hours of 8:30 to 10 p.m., just visit your local hospital. If it is during the day, always remember that your community clinics can provide support. Don't pass your community clinic and come to the Bellevue Hospital unless there is a need.
Okay, thank you so much for your time. I know
Thank
you're
you
a
so
busy
much.
woman these days and continue to advocate for the
you so
strengthening or the eradication of the stigma around mental health in
Absolutely.
Jamaica. So
And
thank you.
thank you so much.